Hi Aquarius, and welcome to your October reading. I hope it finds you well, A very good month, A lot of transitions happening, okay? So just be prepared. But as a reminder, this is for anybody that has their sun, moon, rising, midheaven, and or their Venus in Aquarius. Or if you're just cross-watching or you felt compelled to click on this video, there's a message in here for you. I hope you hear all that you need, okay? Let's get into it. Coming into the first week of October, you have the Queen of Pentacles, followed by the Six of Swords and the Seven of Cups. Okay, now coming into the second and third week of October, you have the Death card, followed by the Two of Pentacles and the Queen of Wands. Then by the end of the month, where you will find yourself energetically, we have the Ten of Pentacles with the Six of Wands and the Wheel of Fortune. Bottom of the deck, the King of Pentacles is here and the Knight of Wands with Temperance. Come on, Aquarius. Some of you guys are really calling in your soulmate, okay? Some of you guys are really listening to your mind and your thoughts, I feel, coming into the month of October, and you're trying to listen to kind of gauge how you're supposed to feel about a certain object, person, place, or a thing. You know what I'm saying? This does not have to be romantic love. This can be related to like your career or just your personal projects, interests, hobbies, your own health. You know what I'm saying? Now, as far as the obstacles or just energetically what you will be feeling in the mid-month with this Death card, Two of Pentacles, and the Queen of Wands, I feel like if you're dealing with the Taurus now, what's crossing you in the middle of the month is that you can't stop here with this Death card in the obstacles position. You can't stop thinking about also a fire sign that you may have potentially dealt with and or may be dealing with. You can't help that you still have an attraction to someone else, or you still have your mind set on something else that is more passionate for you. If you're talking about career, you found a job that you thought would be something that could really be abundant for you, that would really make you happy, that can really satisfy you and help you feel that security within yourself to know that you can take care of yourself, being an inefficient individual, a self-sufficient individual, I should say. But maybe you just find that you are just really bored with it and that your thoughts go elsewhere when you're in that job, doing that thing, in that creative endeavor. It no longer can really keep your attention. Then coming into the middle month, there's a little bit of a struggle, because if you have to leave a job that is providing for you financially so you can take care of your bills and everything, it is kind of scary to think about having to leave that job, and if you're entrepreneurial, deciding to take that venture and take that risk here with the Two of Pentacles and the Queen of Wands, realizing how much of a transition that would be for you, how you would have to cut back on a lot of things in life as well. You're going to have to come up with a whole new budgetary plan. If you don't have much of a savings, right? You weren't really responsible with the money while you've been in this job. That could be an issue, but if it's not about that, it's just about accepting the fact that something's going to change and that it might not work out if you decide to do something that is more exciting to you, that is more intrinsically motivating to you, something that you have a deep passion for. Okay, so if it's not a person, then you're going through that. But it's nothing but good things if you were to follow your intuition, right? And to make the necessary changes. 10th house is all about your midheaven, which does talk about your career and career successes. You may have paved the way for the community and those coming under you, just the respect that you will get for following your heart and your soul purpose, your life mission, how much that is celebrated, and how much the universe will reward you for doing what you need to do, and not just what you have to do, but what you need to do to put yourself in a better position to be happier, to have that success in your career. Okay, so taking a risk will garner success. I am definitely seeing that, and especially with the Wheel of Fortune and then the King of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck, you know, he definitely has more coins than the Queen does. So you can see that. So if this is not about money and this is about character development, you are on your way to being a self-actualized individual, right? You have really seen the growth that you have made just by the way that you think now alone. Going back to the top of this spread for you guys, okay? Just how you handle your emotions now, what you give your emotional attention to, like what you're investing in emotionally. There's been great changes in that, okay? Like at first, like, yeah, it was really hard to deal with, like, grieving the loss of the old ways that you were before, you know, because you have to sacrifice something to get something better. So of course you have your moments where you might feel tempted to fall back or fall short, but at the end of the day, you know that every step that you do take forward in the right direction isn't going to do anything but be a benefit to you in the end, you know. So yeah, you're fighting temptations, but you're not perfect. Nobody is perfect, so don't have this idealism or feel like you just have to be a perfectionist at everything that you do, that your self-esteem is wrapped up in being or putting on that persona of being perfect all the time, because that's kind of like Taurus's nature, which is the energy that comes through with the Queen of Pentacles, right? Wanting to feel like for the people, for example, okay, like a Taurus woman, she will do everything that she feels a man would want at the end of the day, by like always making sure her skin is moisturized and supple, you know, very shiny, that she's wearing the best of the best when it comes to perfume, that her outfit, it's flowy but it still accentuates her curves so you can see the silhouette, so it's kind of like sexy but conservative, just to appeal to a man and not wanting his woman to be like a sexual object or objectified in that way in public, you know what I'm saying? But we'll always make sure that they have the best hairdo, nails are always manicured, you know, always have on the like flashiest of bangles and just jewelry, just very dressed up and very presentable, trying to be, again, like pick of the litter. So don't feel like you always have to be like that to get what you need or to get what you want in life. I don't necessarily know where I was going with that, but that came through, and I feel like it's really important because some of you guys are really wrapped up in being perfect, and sometimes you don't get the job done for that reason. Done is better than perfect, okay? You can always look at the work that you're doing and make sure that you're implementing new things each time so it's even better every time. But be comfortable with the elevation process, okay? Rome wasn't built in a day. So that is what I'm getting. But a lot of good is here, especially when it comes to money. You guys are really figuring out what it is that you want to do. And through networking, okay, and being very smart, using that brilliance that is within you, using the depth of emotional here with the Scorpio card, anything that you feel with emotions, just to have that emotional intelligence and psychic, what is it called? To be psychically attuned to other people, right? Being in tune with one's intuition, because that's only going to help you when you're networking with other people. So you know how to, I don't want to say play to their emotions, but you know how to better relate to them that makes them want to, you know, be involved with you, figuring out how you can help them as well with your business to get them to help you in return. You know, very give and take type of energy, but you're figuring out how to do it, working on your communication styles as well too, so that you can do better in the work that you do, especially if you work in sales. I'm definitely getting that. There's a lot of bonuses, just a lot of money. Anything that is commission based is going to be very good for you, Aquarians. And anything that is going to, at the end of the day, help the community at large is also what is important. You want to leave a lasting legacy. You want to leave something that is substantial, that people can be proud of and inspired by as well. You know, to help them get through life as well. You're trying to leave something and do something, and you very well do by the end of the month, that will truly transform lives. It's like transformative work that you do, okay? You're very influential. Sagittarius is here in this Temperance card energy, King of Pentacles, so more earth or earthy individuals might come into your life, might teach you about spirituality. Portals might be open. You might get some psychic downloads, so just keep a dream journal. I always say that though, like for anybody, whenever I see this Temperance card, I'm like, ooh, you about to get something. But in regards to like a relationship, again, there is divine counterparts here at play. You guys are very attracted to each other. Both are ambitious, can have similar morals, similar backgrounds, but they're not exactly the same, again, because you know they have very different quantities when it comes to pentacles, but can very well complement one another. So if you know that you are trying to be in a place where you want to open your heart space up for a relationship, just make sure that this time around, especially if you were too involved in your work before, that you have the time and the energy, and you know how to prioritize dates and adventures with a person, knowing how to bring them into your life so they can feel like an important part of your life, like they belong there in a sense, right? So that you can have a healthier, more successful relationship, okay? Make sure that if you've been a bachelorette or a bachelor for a while now, that at this point you do have some intellect and some knowledge of what it is that the opposite sex or your same sex partner will need, okay? Have faith that this relationship can work out too if you are trying to reach out and speak about some things that happen that cause the relationship to kind of fall apart, but you're wanting to work on it. Just have faith that it will work out, and you will see more positive results when you do reach out or have this communication with the person that you are interested in building something with, okay? But yeah, that's what's here, you guys. You might be feeling very sensual or very sexual, okay? You are attractive. Some of you guys might not feel so attractive because some of you guys are working on your health. But, I mean, that's kind of where you just have to dress up. You look good, you feel good, you do good. So it might take a little bit more effort to get you to that point, but trust and believe, even when you're feeling down in the dumps, because I have to do this sometimes myself. Like, you just have to do something for yourself. Like, put some blush on, do your eyelashes, at least put a facial mask on when you're washing your face in the morning, just to show that you still care about yourself, and you'll start feeling better about yourself. We can't look good all the time. I dedicate at least 2 days out the week to being able to look like a bum and not caring what anybody thinks or says. Like, I'm so comfortable in my bumminess these days. It's almost deplorable. Like, you would be like, girl, are you, like, come on. But I mean, hey, like, you can't be, again, perfect all the time. So let loose and let go. As far as your chakras are concerned, just balance them all, especially because we have the Temperance that's at the bottom of the deck that was peeking out too. So make sure you are in alignment so that you can attract something that is in the same vibrational space that you're in right now. You know, you don't want to go backwards, you want to go forwards. And I'm definitely getting that here. You don't want to take 2 steps back, you want to take like 10 steps forward. So just be very cognizant of that this month, okay? But yeah, if at this time this resonated, give me that thumbs up. Share this with your friends and family, and do subscribe for more.